What really happened when Jungkook betrayed Jimin? Why did Jimin's heart break for a moment? Discover the surprising secrets behind this story. Is it true that Jungkook, whom we believe has betrayed Jimin? How could someone so close and considered a soul brother hurt so deeply? Have you ever wondered what is hidden behind their sweet smiles and warm looks? Find surprising answers that may change your view of their relationship forever. Before we reveal this story deeper, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to get updates on the latest stories full of mystery and emotion. The relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has always been a highlight for fans who watch their closeness with a sense of awe and hope. However, behind the smile that always radiates and the warm attitude that they show, it turns out that there is a dark secret that has been tightly hidden. What happened when Jungkook betrayed Jimin? Was it a planned betrayal or an unexpected mistake? All those questions were finally answered, and the answers were really surprising. The story begins with a seemingly ordinary meeting, but becomes a turning point that destroys Jimin's small world. On a cold night, behind a crowd that drugged the public's attention, Jungkook made a decision that no one expected. A decision that not only shattered trust, but also shattered Jimin's heart until the fragments were difficult to put back together. What really happened then? There are whispers that begin to circulate about a secret that Jungkook has kept all this time. A secret that involves betrayal that is not only painful but also confusing, because it comes from the most trusted and dear person. Jimin, who had always shown a gentle and caring side, now turned into a figure full of hurt and deep disappointment. The fans who had been faithfully following their journey began to feel an incredible tension. They wonder, is this the end of such a close friendship? Has Jungkook really changed? Or is there a deeper reason, something invisible to the ordinary eye? The most surprising thing was when a hidden message was discovered by keen fans of his observations. The message seems to hint that Jungkook is not the only party involved in this conflict. There is another figure who has been behind the scenes, playing a very dangerous and divisive role in their relationship. Jimin, with his broken heart, must face a harsh reality he never imagined. He who had always considered Jungkook as a refuge and source of strength, now felt alone and betrayed. Those feelings not only destroyed her confidence, but also brought deep emotional wounds. However, in every darkness, there is always a ray of hope. Jimin embarks on a long journey to heal himself, searching for the truth behind his painful betrayal. He tried to understand whether Jungkook really intended to hurt or whether there was a hidden reason that had not been revealed. In the process, many other secrets begin to unfold, which reveal other sides of their lives that have never been seen by the public. Complicated internal conflicts, pressure from the environment, as well as influence from those around them become factors that complicate everything. It's not just about a simple betrayal, but about how two human beings face a world full of stress, hope, and disappointment. This story is not only a story about grief and wounds, but also about the strength to rise again. Jimin and Jungkook, two figures who have gone through a tremendous emotional storm, now stand at a crossroads. Will they be able to fix what has been broken? Or is the wound too deep to heal? Fans around the world were transfixed by this story, waiting with hope and curiosity for the end of this story full of twists and turns. Is this just the beginning of a bigger conflict? Or is it a life lesson that will strengthen them? No one knows for sure. To be sure, Jungkook's betrayal of Jimin had left a very deep mark, changing everything in an instant. This is a story that reminds us that behind the smiles and happiness that are visible, there are struggles and wounds that are hidden, which sometimes we cannot see with the naked eye. What happens if betrayal isn't just a human error, but part of a much darker, manipulative plan? Is Jungkook just a pawn in a bigger game? Or has he indeed chosen the path of betrayal knowingly? These questions not only shook Jimin's world, but also shook the entire army that had believed in the sanctity of their friendship. Behind the scenes, there are rumors that began to circulate wildly, saying that the conflict between Jungkook and Jimin is not just a personal matter, but has become a public controversy that touches the professional and even political spheres in the entertainment industry. There are certain parties who are suspected of deliberately igniting the flames of this dispute for their own benefit, either to take down one of them, or maybe to divide the fandom that has been so solid so far. Many fans are starting to question, is all the happiness they have seen so far just a mask? Are Jungkook and Jimin really sincere with each other? Or have they been on different paths for a long time, hiding grudges and dark secrets? This speculation caused a rift not only among the fans, but also caused tension within their own group. Some anonymous sources close to them even revealed that there was tremendous pressure from the agency and management that contributed to the atmosphere. Pressure that requires Jungkook to do things that go against his values and feelings in order to maintain a perfect public image. However, on the other hand, Jimin reportedly began to feel excluded and emotionally abused, not only by Jungkook but also by the environment around him. Even more surprising, there are rumors that the dispute involves sensitive issues such as power competition within the group and possibly financial matters that have been kept secret. Accusations of treason began to be directed not only at Jungkook, but also to the management who were considered to be playing in this dangerous game. Some observers even say that this is one of the biggest scandals to ever shake the K-pop world. Provocations that arise not only from within their circle, but also from outside. Social media exploded with scathing comments, wild conspiracy theories, to personal attacks never imagined before. Some defended Jungkook wholeheartedly, calling him a victim of a cruel system. Some people feel that Jimin is the most disadvantaged party and deserves justice. In this chaos, the truth seems to sink between the noise of opinion and heightened emotions. However, can we really blame Jungkook entirely? Or maybe Jimin also has a dark side that has been covered by a sweet image? The tension and pain they experience show that there is no obvious black and white in this story. There is a dense gray that makes it difficult for us to determine who is right and who is wrong. In the midst of this storm of controversy, an even bigger question arises. Is this just a matter of fractured friendships? Or is it a picture of the bitter reality of a world of entertainment full of falsehoods and power games? Jungkook and Jimin, with all their drama and wounds, become symbols of a dark side that is often not shown to the public. They are not only idols, but also people who are fragile and prone to pressure and manipulation. Not a few have begun to demand that this case be investigated transparently and fairly, not only for the benefit of fans, but also to maintain the integrity and mental health of the artists involved. There are calls for interested parties to stop playing with other people's feelings and reputation for the sake of momentary profit. But what will the end of this drama be like? Will Jungkook admit all his mistakes, or will he continue to defend himself for controversial reasons? Will Jimin be able to rise from his broken heart, or will he be dragged further into the abyss of grief and betrayal? To be sure, this story has become a mirror that reflects the gloomy shadow of the world that we have always considered sparkling and colorful. A reminder that behind the glitter of the stage and the camera spotlight, there is a human struggle that is no less great. It can be even more cruel. So, are you ready to follow the continuation of this story full of controversy and provocation? Will you remain loyal to Jungkook and Jimin, or will you begin to doubt the sanctity of their friendship? Don't forget to leave a comment and share your opinion. Like and subscribe also so you don't miss updates on this increasingly thrilling story. Behind the scenes, the story between Jungkook and Jimin has turned into a drama that is not only heart-rending, but also invites a burning controversy among fans and the media. As the truth unfolds, more and more questions arise. Is Jungkook really a ruthless traitor, or is he a victim of the entertainment industry's inhumane system? And what exactly makes Jimin, a figure who has been known to be full of tenderness, can be so devastated that his heart is broken into pieces? When news of this betrayal spread, the army world split into two camps. One camp defended Jungkook on the grounds that he was forced to by pressure and complicated internal intrigues. The other camp, in equal pain, blamed Jungkook for destroying their brotherhood. But behind it all, there were bold voices that began to question Jimin's credibility. Was he really an innocent victim? Or is there another dark side of Jimin that has been tightly closed by an innocent and sweet image that is deliberately built? The news that circulated was not only limited to ordinary emotional betrayal. There have been shocking rumors of a power struggle behind the scenes, with Jungkook reportedly being used as a tool by management to bring down Jimin in competition for a leading position in the group. Here lies the greatest provocation. Is this whole conflict just a cruel strategic game of business, in which human feelings are at stake and a controlling tool? Social media explodes with a variety of conspiracy theories, from plausible to downright bombastic. Some accounts even allege that there was a sabotage attempt designed to turn the two against each other, in order to create drama and attract media and public attention. The allegations brought a new controversy that not only threatened Jungkook and Jimin's reputation, but also sparked a heated debate over ethics in the Korean entertainment industry. Meanwhile, the fans who had been so idolizing the two began to feel a huge shock. Some felt betrayed not only by Jungkook, but also by the system that they had long assumed protected their idols. In fact, some have begun to ask whether they should remain supportive when reality shows that the world of artists is not as beautiful as imagined. In that desperation, personal stories emerge that reveal the dark side of the mental and emotional distress experienced by Jungkook and Jimin, which has been hidden from the public. Even more surprising, a number of sources mention that their relationship actually cracked a long time ago, long before the betrayal was revealed. However, for the sake of maintaining the image and career, they are forced to still appear together in public. This raises big questions about the authenticity of each smile and the togetherness they have displayed so far. Have we only seen a show full of falsehoods? And is this betrayal an explosion of accumulated pain that has been pent up for too long? In the midst of all this controversy, there are also allegations that Jimin may also be keeping a dark secret that is no less surprising. Some observers highlighted Jimin's attitude, which was considered too quiet and passive, as if he had something to hide from the world. Is he really a sincere victim, or is there another game he is running? This conflict not only had an effect on their personal lives, but also shook the entire entertainment industry. Many are beginning to demand transparency and major changes in the way artist management is managed, especially about how mental stress and internal conflicts are dealt with. Will this system survive, or will this scandal be the beginning of a revolution in the world of entertainment? Meanwhile, fans are left in agonizing uncertainty between hopes of reconciliation and the harsh reality that continues to unfold. They wrestle with feelings of love and disappointment, support and betrayal, all mixed together in a wave of uncontrollable emotions. Amid a never-ending storm of controversy, Jungkook and Jimin remain the center of attention, with their every move and statement analyzed and debated to the bone. Their every move is now seen not just as a personal act, but as a symbol of a great drama that portrays the cruel reality of the entertainment world. Will they be able to reunite the broken fragments of the relationship? Or is this the end of a friendship that has always been considered unshakable? Clearly, this story is not over, and the world is still waiting for answers that may never come. For those of you who follow this story with curiosity and mixed feelings, don't hesitate to share your opinions. Do you believe that Jungkook really betrayed Jimin? Or is there something deeper that has not yet been revealed? Like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on the hottest and most controversial updates from the intriguing world of K-pop. As the shadow of betrayal grows between Jungkook and Jimin, not only are their hearts broken, but their reputations and futures begin to be threatened. One thing that is most surprising is how this news is circulating not just as ordinary gossip, but has ignited a fire of anger and hatred that spread quickly among fans and the public. In this tense situation, the inevitable question arises: does Jungkook really choose to destroy the bonds that have been considered sacred, or are there dark forces manipulating everything for hidden gains? Not a few began to speculate that this betrayal is not just a personal matter, but a deliberate strategy of certain parties behind the scenes. Some say that the agency, in an attempt to maintain dominance in a harsh industry, is not averse to using internal conflicts as a tool for creating dramas capable of raising popularity. In other words, what happened between Jungkook and Jimin could have been a very well-designed charade, where betrayal is just a mask used to hide a much bigger business intrigue. This, of course, is a great provocation for fans who have always believed in the authenticity of their friendship and solidarity. The feeling of betrayal is doubled when it comes to allegations that Jungkook not only betrayed Jimin, but also the fans who have given them unlimited love and support. But on the other hand, there are also those who question whether Jimin is really an innocent victim. Some rays of doubt began to slip, given Jimin's attitude that seemed passive and did not say much when their relationship was being tested. Some say that Jimin's silence actually aggravated the wound, or even hid something darker. The tension between them not only sparked a storm of emotions among the army, but also opened up a heated debate about the mental pressure faced by K-pop idols. Jungkook and Jimin, who had been seen as strong and perfect figures, now showed a very human, fragile side. But the harsh reality is that their fragility is often exploited by a cruel system, which demands perfection without giving room for error or weakness. Do we deserve to blame them, or should we blame the system that took away their freedom and humanity? Furthermore, there is groundbreaking news that this betrayal has caused a very deep rift within their group.